Hello, everyone. I hope you're ready for another adventure because today, Wayne read Callie and the Rat Snake by Zy Whitaker. Always remember that as we go through these stories and go on these adventures, all you have to do is press the CC button in your YouTube link to be able to follow along with the words. With stories like these, I think that Madam Owl will be perfect to join us for this adventure. Are you ready to learn more about Callie and the Rat Snake? Perfect. Madam Owl is all set to jump in. Let's begin. Callie and the Rat Snake. Callie walked along the thorny forest track. He walked as slowly as he could. He was on his way to school. Callie's father was one of the most famous snake catchers in the Rula tribe. He had caught over 100 cobras just this monsoon and brought so many good things for the family. The snake cooperative paid 150 rupees for each poisonous snake. They took the poison out of the snakes to make anti-venom serum. When Callie went snake catching with his father, his legs worked as fast as machines. But now, on the way to school, they slowed down. "I hate school," he told the bushes as he walked slower and slower. "And school hates me." The bushes did not seem to understand or feel sorry for him. "It's been 2 months since I started school, and I don't have a single friend. I get the feeling the other kids think rulers are weird." On the first day of school, each student had to stand up and tell the class 3 things: his or her name, the name of their village, and what their father did. "My name is Ramu, my village is Milor, and my father is a bus conductor." Then came Selvi, or Runthor, postman. When it was Callie's turn, he felt very proud. "I am Callie. My village is Kanathor, and my father is a snake catcher." The children giggled and nudged one another, as if he had said something silly. For the first time in his life, Callie did not feel proud being in Arula. He wished he were just like the others, an ordinary boy with a bus conductor father. That was 2 months ago. Callie was getting used to things, but it was hard. His walk to school got slower and slower. Callie reached the school gate as the bell was ringing. As usual, he sat in the back row alone. He wished he could fail and be asked to leave school. Failing wasn't easy though. However badly he tried to do his work, the teacher was always happy with him. This morning, when they had math and writing, and then it was break time, the children rushed outside to have their snack. Some had idli, others had a mixture of sliced bread or 2 or 3 biscuits. Callie opened a snack box. Oh no! Fried termites! His favorite, actually, but what if someone saw? He'd have to hide. He sat on the wall, far away from the others, and finished his snack. Termites didn't taste as good as they did at home, Callie worried. Suppose someone comes near me. Suppose someone asks what I brought. The bell rang. Break was over. They had the same teacher, but a different subject. English. They had to write the English alphabet on their slates. The teacher walked around the room with a stick, hitting the hands that made mistakes. Lucky, thought Callie. Lucky that they could upset the teacher. He too would try to make a mistake and mess up his slate. The teacher stood in front of Callie, but instead of a swish of the stick, he got a pat on the back. The teacher held up Callie's slate for his class to see. "Here, this is the kind of work I want to see from everyone," he said. Now the others would really hate him more than ever. Callie could hear the whispering of the classroom. He'd never have friends at school. Just then, something happened in the room. At first, Callie didn't understand. Arms and legs flew, bodies ran and tumbled over each other and fell and ran some more. There were shouts from all directions. "Help, help, teacher, help!" But the teacher was under his desk. Eyes and hands pointed to the ceiling. Now, Callie understood. There on the roof was a large rat snake. It probably wanted the rats on the roof tiles, but it had taken a wrong turn and come into the classroom instead. Callie's father said sometimes rat snakes smelled humans and mistook them for rats. Maybe this one thought, wonderful, here's a room full of rats. The snake was wrapped around a palmyra beam on the ceiling. It must have been surprised by all the excitement. Slowly, more and more of its body uncoiled from the beam. Callie looked up, knew what was going to happen next, and it did. Drop! Down the rat snake fell. The noise and confusion grew worse. Crashed chairs, heads banged, bodies hit the wall, the floor, and one another. The teacher was now on, not under his desk, yelling, "Help! Watch out!" The rat snake was terrified. It darted to one side of the room and then the other, while the children ran in the opposite direction. For a few seconds, Callie was too surprised to do anything. His people, the Arulas, always went toward snakes, not away from them. Had everyone gone crazy? He'd walk slowly to where the snake was and reached out his hand. Suddenly, the room grew still. There was no sound, no movement. All eyes were on Callie. The 6-foot-long snake raised back its head like a horse, opened its mouth wide, and struck. Luckily, it missed Callie's hand. The bite of a rat snake is very painful, was the thought that went through Callie's mind as he grabbed the rat snake behind its head. His other hand gripped its long, muscular body. Soon, Callie was wrapped up in snake. Callie thought he would find a big bag to put the snake in. He'd take it home to his father. The Zandular Zoo near Chennai paid a good price for rat snakes. He could buy his baby sister a new dress. But what was that noise? What was happening? What was it? Was there another snake in the room? Confused, Callie looked up. Everyone was clapping and cheering and chanting, "Callie, Callie, thank you." It was wonderful. Callie's eyes filled with tears of joy. He grinned and the clapping grew louder. "You saved us," shouted one of the boys. "You're so brave. From now on, sit next to me. Know me." And the children started quarreling about who Callie would sit next to. "Who taught you to be so brave?" asked Ramesh, the class bully. "What do you need? We'll get you whatever you want. You saved our lives." "Well, what I want now," Callie replied, "is a bag. A big bag to put him in." 10 children ran off in 10 different directions to find bags. The others looked at Callie with admiration. Out of the corner of his eye, Callie saw the teacher climb down from his desk. He walked up to Callie, but was careful not to get too close. "Silly children," he scolded. "Why did you get so scared? How ridiculous, running all over the place just because of a non-poisonous snake." The teacher walked back to his desk. As soon as his back was turned, Callie and the other children grinned at one another. Secret grins, the kind that friends use. The end. That was an amazing story of Callie, who was at first very embarrassed by his background and what his family did. But over time, he learned how important it was of what he learned and for everyone else. Do you have things that you and your family do that you think could be very beneficial to others? I like that idea too. What do you think, Madam Owl? Did you like this story of Callie? I'm glad you did. We'll see you on the next one, okay? And we'll see you on the next adventure here with Wayne Reads. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you for the next adventure. Bye-bye.